everyone, and welcome to Live at 4. The end of the week.
Friday.
It's been a long week.
It has. We made it.
We did make it. We got lots coming up in the next hour or so. Stay with us. Topping our headlines, though, the FDA officially authorized a third vaccine dose for immunocompromised individuals. Jamie Perez will tell us when they will arrive.
The first day of preseason Packer football is tomorrow, but will you be able to catch a glimpse of number 12?
And our Adam Duxter is live from the Boys and Girls Club to drop off school supplies collected at the station. We'll find out how much we collected. Let's take a look outside. Boy, refreshing compared to
beautiful day today.
Few days. Yes.
And a great weekend is ahead.
Calm weather weekend. We like those words. Austin's in the backyard. Bottle this up.
Oh, it feels so good to be outside as of right now, and we're seeing a lot of sunshine, lower humidity. Temperatures are even cooler than where we have been, so overall, today's a real winner, and we're just going to keep these conditions rolling all the way through the weekend. 79 degrees outside right now, but it actually doesn't feel too hot thanks to a very low dew point in the mid-50s, relative humidity on the lower side of things here for today. Our Doppler track also looking pretty good. Not even many clouds in the sky above me, but we are starting to see one or two here and there. Those temperatures also looking pretty solid as of right now. Some lower 80s here and there, but for most of us, we're still in those mid to upper 70s, and it just feels great to be outside right now. Current dew points, this is the best part of the day. Much lower than where we have been these last few days. Yesterday, we were looking at the mid-60s. The day before, we were talking mid-70s with the dew points. So now that we're seeing 40s and 50s, it does feel fantastic outside. It translates to just a beautiful afternoon. Wind speed's also not an issue right now. The light breeze actually feels great behind me as of right now, because if you're standing in the direct sunshine, it still feels a little bit on the warmer side of things. It is in those upper 70s and low 80s after all. But you take a peek at your evening planner, we're not expecting any rain chances here for today. We're not expecting any rain chances for the weekend either, but the temperatures, they're going to cool down quite a bit here for tonight. We are expecting them to drop even down to the lower 60s by the time we reach about 10 p.m. So how low will the temperatures go tonight, and what are we looking at for this weekend? I'll have your full weekend forecast coming up in just a bit.
Thank you. See them. We've all been wondering if and when a COVID booster shot will become available. Well, the FDA approved that third dose for immunocompromised people. The final authorization now lies in the hands of the CDC's director.
Our Jamie Perez joins us now to explain who exactly will be eligible for this shot and when they can get it. Jamie?
Right, well, they're really focusing on the people who would be at highest risk if they were to get COVID. Immunocompromised people only make up about 3% of the U.S. population, but 44% of hospitalized COVID patients. Now, that's according to the CDC. Dr. Hartman over at UW Health explained who will likely be at the top of the list for the booster shot as soon as it's fully authorized.
Many of our organ transplant patients and many patients who are receiving chemotherapy for their cancer, their immune systems can't mount a normal response, including to vaccines. And so it was seen that their antibody levels were much lower.
Hartman said those of you who are eligible should wait 2 months after you get your second shot before getting the booster. Now, some countries have made the booster shot available to their elderly population already. Hartman said we aren't there just yet, but do expect more news to come on this in the next few months.
All right, Jamie. Keep us posted. Newly released census data shows America's population is changing dramatically, with the total number of white people falling for the first time ever recorded. 61.6% of the U.S. population is white, down from 75% in 2000. This is while the number of Latino and Asian Americans ballooned by more than 20 and 30%, and the number of African Americans increased by more than 5%. The change is perhaps most apparent among the nation's youth. Nearly half of Americans under the age of 18 are now non-white. Arturo Vargas is with the nonpartisan National Association of Latino Elected Officials.
The future of this nation really is Latino. Latinos accounted for over half of the U.S. population increase over the past decade. We need to make sure that the new electoral districts that are going to be drawn reflect these population changes.
This all comes just in time for the 2020 midterms and the balance of power in dozens of states, legislatures, and Congress. For example, Republicans control more states that are set to pick up new congressional seats, meaning they could potentially gerrymander Democrats out of districts they currently hold. 16 months don't define Vic Wall's career with Madison Police, but In his nearly 30 years with the department, those are some of the most challenging.
He became acting chief after his predecessor abruptly gave 1 day's notice, guiding the department during a pandemic and national unrest. This weekend, the now retired Wall sits down with Naomi Coles on For the Record.
Here's a preview of what to expect from that conversation.
Did you ever consider quitting, ever once, during that 16 months? Did you ever think, wake up in the morning, you're like, I could quit?
Not seriously. I mean, certainly it was a very stressful year, you know, not just for me, but for everybody on the department. There was a lot of challenges, and certainly there were times where I thought, you know, this is not what I signed up for 29 years ago. But, you know, as I mentioned, I really felt an obligation to the department and to the community to sort of provide some continuity.
What would be your biggest criticism of yourself for that period of time?
And I wish I would have been able to have more one-on-one with all our people. And certainly you mix in the pandemic and it makes it that much more difficult to sort of have direct one-on-one with everybody who works for the department. And certainly I wish, you know, externally that we would have been able to make some more inroads as an organization and me personally as a chief with some of the groups that were protesting and planning protests.
You've earned yourself a long rest, a retirement, perhaps a vacation in there. Once that's out of the way, what's next for you?
You know, I don't know yet. Kind of coming into it, wanting to take a little time and decompress. I want to step back a little bit from policing, and certainly there's lots of opportunities to contribute other than being a chief or a sworn officer, and those may very well be things I look at down the road.
You can watch the entire interview on For the Record Sunday morning at 10:30 right here on WISC TV. Treating a veteran's cancer in Madison used to mean getting a referral to another hospital, but today that's no longer a move the VA needs to make. The Madison VA cut the ribbon on its new cancer center this afternoon. The center adds several new capabilities, including a state-of-the-art 3D camera system and new technology that can offer some treatments in fractions of the time. The U.S. Secretary of Veterans Affairs says the equipment is great, but there's even more reason to celebrate today.
Because machines and technology enable better care, but they don't deliver it. They don't deliver the care, the comfort, the compassion, the empathy to veterans. Our people do. You do.
The new center can provide care for up to 300 patients and allows for 4 additional floors to be added for future expansion. The 17-year-old charged in the 2019 murder of a Verona high school student has pleaded guilty to felony murder and armed robbery. Mygie Sanders appeared in court today with attorney Reed Cornea. After signing a plea questionnaire and waiving his rights, he entered a guilty plea. His bail was revoked.
The Biden administration believes Russia is actively engaged in trying to influence next year's midterm elections. President Joe Biden told the Intelligence Committee 2 weeks ago he received a new update about Russia meddling. That came despite his direct warning to Russian President Vladimir Putin to stop when the two met in Geneva in June. One official says Moscow's meddling now goes beyond influencing elections. Operatives there are reportedly working to sow disinformation on social media on topics ranging from vaccines to Black Lives Matters. The Pentagon says most of the 3,000 American soldiers deployed to Afghanistan to evacuate the U.S. Embassy in Kabul will be on the ground by the end of the weekend.
The situation in Afghanistan is deteriorating rapidly, with the Taliban taking more territory overnight. Natalie Brand has the latest.
U.S. troops are beginning to arrive in Afghanistan as the Taliban accelerates its offensive, now holding more than a dozen provincial capitals, including Kandahar, the country's second largest city. A defense official says the capital of Kabul could be threatened within 30 days or possibly sooner.
It appears as if they are trying to get Kabul isolated. We've planned for a lot of contingencies, and this was certainly one of them.
CBS News senior national security contributor and former acting CIA director Michael Morrell says the capability of terrorists in Afghanistan is going to increase rapidly over the next several months.
We have to figure out a way to collect intelligence without an embassy.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has asked the Biden administration to brief House members on the situation when they return the week of August 23rd. So far, President President Biden has defended his decision to withdraw U.S. combat troops by the end of the month.
They've got to fight for themselves, fight for their nation.
I lost my right arm below the elbow.
Veteran Mike McElhenney was part of a special forces team on the ground in southern Afghanistan after 9/11.
There was a lot of, blood and treasure spilled over there. We can't continue to send, kids and generations over there. And for what?
McElhenney calls the current situation surreal to watch, but says he believes it's time to get out. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Today, NATO allies met to discuss the situation in Afghanistan.
Afterwards, the Secretary General said in a statement, NATO will maintain its diplomatic presence in Kabul, and he warned the Taliban it would not be recognized by the international community if it takes the country by force. Well, after all the offseason drama involving their star quarterback Aaron Rodgers, the Green Bay Packers finally take the field at Lambeau tomorrow night against the Houston Texans. Earlier this week, Coach LaFleur announced that number 12 will probably sit out the preseason, which means it's going to be the NFL debut of Jordan Love. However, talk will surely still be around Houston's quarterback situation, as the club still has not made a decision on what to do with quarterback Deshaun Watson and the myriad of sexual assault lawsuits surrounding him. This will be Green Bay's defense coordinator Joe Barry's first game in charge. Look for first-round draft pick Eric Stokes to make an impression on Packers fans in his first NFL game.
At Virginia Tech, researchers are unleashing a robot dog to help at construction sites. His name is Spot. He's navigated by remote control and captures 360-degree photos to fully document the construction process. The RoboPup also helps connect the university's faculty and students with real on-the-ground experience, all while studying how the dog would work at construction sites. Construction managers say they never thought they'd use a robot dog, but they're glad to have him barking up the right tree.
They're taking over.
Yep.
One job at a time. Well, one of the symptoms of COVID is the loss of the sense of taste, an inconvenience for most.
But if you make a living as a chef, it could be disastrous. We'll find out how one chef is dealing with this when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, Live at 4.
You know, kids, when I was your age, we didn't have the 2021 Nissan Rogue with intelligent all-wheel drive. We had average cars that drove on average roads.
Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models.
For a job you'll love, well, you gotta get down. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse. Every day you'll get to help so many pets in town. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse. We've been here 50 years and we're employee-owned. With opportunities to grow. We'll match your 401k. Discount your pet supply. With great benefits and more. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse powers us all. And don't forget the free Mounds candy bars.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
A great night's sleep starts on a new mattress from Steinhoffels. Sleep up to 8 degrees cooler on the next generation Tempur-Pedic Breeze with super breathable cooling technology that moves heat away from your body. Get a queen Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattress for only $67 per month when you use Steinhoffels 60-month special financing. Plus, get $300 in Steinhoffels cash and free delivery. Only at Steinhoffels and Steinhoffels.com.
Living with metastatic breast cancer means being relentless.
Because every day matters. And having more of them is possible with Verzenio, the only one of its kind proven to help you live significantly longer when taken with fulvestrant, regardless of menopause.
Verzenio plus fulvestrant is for HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer that has progressed after hormone therapy. Diarrhea is common, may be severe, or cause dehydration or infection. At the first sign, call your doctor, start an antidiarrheal, and drink fluids. Before taking Verzenio, tell your doctor about any fever, chills, or other signs of infection. Verzenio may cause low white blood cell counts, which may cause serious infection that can lead to death. Life-threatening lung inflammation can occur. Tell your doctor about any new or worsening trouble breathing, cough, or chest pain. Serious liver problems can happen. Symptoms include fatigue, appetite loss, stomach pain, and bleeding or bruising. Blood clots that can lead to death have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have pain or swelling in your arms or legs, shortness of breath, chest pain, and rapid breathing or heart rate, or if you are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be.
Every day matters.
And I want more of them.
Ask your doctor about Verzenio.
You know, kids, when I was your age, we didn't have the 2021 Nissan Rogue with intelligent all-wheel drive. We had average cars that drove on average roads.
Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models.
Here at News 3, we've been taking action to help counteract the rising cost of school supplies. If you have a child in school, you know how expensive it can be. And we're doing this in partnership with the Dane County Boys and Girls Club.
Our Adam Duxter is live at the Allied Drive Boys and Girls location with a special delivery from the station. Adam, take it away.
Yeah, Mark and Susan, it is the last day to drop off your school supplies here, but just because it's the last day doesn't mean it's not busy. Take a look at all these volunteers here at the Boys and Girls Club off Allied Drive, sorting through all of the donations that you, the viewers, have made possible over the course of the last 10 days. And of course, when it's all said and done, up to 300 students will be able to come in, get a backpack full of supplies, and start the school year off not only in style, but with everything they need. So you could see all of the backpacks broken up by elementary school to middle school and even high school. And we're going to take a second and talk to one of the people who's been working to make all of this happen. And this is Laura from the Boys and Girls Club. And Laura, how are we doing in terms of donations? Is there still things we need, or what can folks do?
Yes, thank you so much, Adam, and thank you all at Channel 3000. We are here steadily packing these backpacks and all the supplies that are coming in. We just bought in some additional resources that were mailed to our Boys and Girls Club admin office, so we've started stuffing them. Things that are still needed: more backpacks. We need additional, let's see, what else was it? Backpacks. We've got plenty of pencils and paper, tissues, and Lysol wipes. Isn't that amazing? But those are the resources that we see on every school list, that all the teachers and school administrators are really wanting their students to come prepared with for their classrooms.
And then, Laura, it's been a really busy week. We had Leah out on a canoe earlier this week, so it's been a lot over the course of a little bit of time. But what has it been like for you to watch all of the support and all of the people come together to make this happen?
It's been absolutely amazing. I was out with Leah on Tuesday, Leah and Josh, and we had an amazing time with Tim Metcalf from Metcalf's Markets, Brittingham Boats, who we can't thank them enough for helping us to fill the pontoon and then the van. And what it means to me is that this is not a barrier that students will have to worry about. They won't have to worry about going back to school, and I don't have a pencil, I don't have paper, I don't have a backpack, I don't have the things that I need to be successful. So we at Boys and Girls Club are focused on helping to prepare students for a successful academic year.
And there's still time to donate all the way till tonight at 5 here in the Allied Drive location of the Boys and Girls Club. We will be live coming up at 5. And again, backpacks, backpacks, backpacks. That's what we need right now.
All right, Adam, thank you.
And thanks, everybody who's helped up with this. It's been amazing.
And you can also go online, channel3000.com. You can make a monetary donation, or there's a Amazon wish list.
That's right.
So
right.
Go there as well. Thanks, Adam.
Thanks,
again.
Adam.
Well, Disney swung back into the black as COVID restrictions eased. All told, the entertainment juggernaut earned $923 million in the third quarter. That was better than expected. Disney fans have been returning to its parks in droves, while its streaming network Disney Plus reached 116 million subscribers. Stocks eke out more records today. The Dow Industrials gained 15 points, ending the week at 35,515. The NASDAQ added 6, and the S&P 500 was up 7. All good for record closes. COVID-19 affects everyone differently. Some people, known as long haulers, deal with effects from the virus for months.
Jeff McElwee, the head chef at Town Brewing Company in Wesley Heights, North Carolina, is one of those people.
Brewing Company chef Jeff McElwee has been here through all the challenges of this pandemic. He's still facing a personal one.
Back in January, I didn't really notice any symptoms or anything, and then my girlfriend actually tested positive for it. So I went and got checked. It turned out that I had it. And within 2 days, I completely lost taste and smell.
He still does not fully have those senses.
There are certain things that I can and can smell. There are things that I definitely can't taste. There are things that taste really weird, like coleslaw tastes like bleach.
It's a bummer when you lose your sense of taste and smell to COVID-19, but it's really a bummer when you're a chef and your livelihood depends on it.
You just kind of have to rely on instinct. You know what tastes good, you know what doesn't taste good, but there's that like little bit of nuance that isn't there anymore.
He also relies on the people around him.
I did this Chipotle meatloaf special, and I tasted it, and I was like, you know, I don't want to serve this. And then I gave samples to the fellow chefs and our bartenders, and they were losing their mind on it. And it's like, oh, okay, well, I guess it's good, and we'll serve it. And then we wound up selling out in 3 days.
While he works, he waits for the day he will be able to taste coleslaw and for the day this pandemic will finally end.
Be good, be healthy, be vaccinated, and then all of your cool local spots won't close down anymore.
In Wesley Heights, Caroline Hicks.
It is a strange disease, a
Yeah,
strange virus.
Can you imagine if you can't smell popcorn?
Yeah.
You know? And I don't think Gary Canalte's taste and smell has come back yet.
Not completely.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yep. Well, there's more to come at 4. Jay Leno does his best Tom Cruise.
Jeannie Mose explains the connection coming up after Austin's weekend forecast. We'll be right back.
Experience handcrafted and hand-finished furniture by genuine Amish craftsmen at Wanakee Furniture ETC, featuring hardwood made in the USA home furnishings by Simply Amish and other great brands you can trust.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Dry eye symptoms keep driving you crazy? Inflammation in your eye might be to blame.
Let's kick Ken's ache and burn into gear.
Over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating your eyes and may provide temporary relief.
Those drops will probably pass right by me.
Xiidra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease.
What is that? Xiidra? No!
It can provide lasting relief. Xiidra is the only FDA-approved non-steroid treatment specifically for the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. 1 drop in each eye twice a day. Don't use if you're allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort, or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation. Don't touch container tip to your eye or any surface. After using Xiidra, wait 15 minutes before reinserting contacts.
Got any room in your eye?
Be proactive about managing your symptoms by talking to your doctor about twice daily Xiidra like I did.
I prefer you didn't.
Xiidra. Not today, dry eye.
Fry Construction is celebrating 26 years of providing excellence in home improvements. We strive to exceed the expectations of our clients with each and every project we do. Respected by your neighbors and voted Best of Madison 2 years in a row. Best kitchen and bath design, best roofer. Experience the Best of Madison for yourself and save 26% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
I don't just play someone brainy on TV. I'm an actual neuroscientist, and I love the science behind Nariva Plus. Unlike ordinary memory supplements, Nariva Plus fuels 6 key indicators of brain performance. More brain performance, yes please. Nariva, think bigger.
At Pick and Save, we take scrutinizing freshness to a whole new level, where only the best of the best of the best will do. But just because you can't get any higher than perfect 10 produce, that doesn't mean that we won't try. Because Pick and Save produce isn't just fresh, it's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Well, take a look at this. Miguel Vega is up at the crack of dawn to record his mom, Gloria, in the kitchen. Clearly, she is not too worried about anyone else sleeping in. After showing his mom the video, she didn't believe it was real and accused him of adding sound effects to make her sound louder. He did not.
That's great.
I guess you're getting up with Gloria.
Yeah.
6 o'clock, everybody up. All right. It was nice.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Get up and enjoy this weather, I guess.
Yeah, no, great day. Great stretch of weather just to get outside here and enjoy the great outdoors. Today, it's beautiful out there. It's going to last through the weekend, but you have some rain chances in the forecast. Find out when they're going to move along. I'll have an update coming up right after the break.
ViTense Golfland now offers 2 indoor golf and multi-sport simulator suites. Play over 100 championship golf courses with unmatched golf swing data and visualization. Or play other sports and games using real sports equipment. The ViTense Golfland simulator suites provides a fun indoor entertainment experience.
Unlock a summer of possibilities in a new Chevy. Expand your options and your perspective. Find new summer adventures. Find new roads.
The open road is waiting. Well-qualified lessees can sign and drive this 2021 Equinox LT for around $350 in a month, or make no monthly payments for 90 days on most 2021 Equinox models when you purchase.
Discover what's in store at Habitat Restore Dane County. You'll find something new every time you visit to keep your project on budget with low price and high quality home supplies. For one-of-a-kind items, shop Habitat Restore Dane County today.
I'm not always on my game, but lately, my uncle is, especially with his type 2 diabetes.
With once-weekly Trulicity, most people reached an A1C under 7%. Plus, it can help you lose up to 10 pounds. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it, you or your family have medullary thyroid cancer, or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Ask your doctor about once-weekly Trulicity.
If you can afford to launch yourself into space, you can pay your fair share in taxes. But billionaires and big corporations have avoided paying taxes for years. President Joe Biden's plan makes the rich pay their fair share so we can cut taxes for families with children and create millions of good jobs. Tell Senator Ron Johnson to stop putting billionaires ahead of the middle class. If you can afford to joyride in space, you can pay your fair share.
ViTense Golfland now offers the new Top Tracer mobile system. Track your shots from grass and mat tee areas for free from your cell phone. Record your golf swing with stats provided. Play games like Capture the Flag. Have golf range entertainment fun with Top Tracer at ViTense Golfland.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
And welcome back. Lots of sunshine outside here for today. A live look right now at the Capitol. Beautiful out there. We're not seeing the storms, not seeing showers, and thankfully we can kiss the strong to severe thunderstorms goodbye, at least for a little while. Pleasant conditions as the humidity really has dropped off. We're also looking at a dry pattern that is taking over here for the next 5-6 days before that next chance of a shower or thunderstorm really does begin to move through, but absolutely pleasant for the weekend. If you stepped outside today and you like what it feels like, you're going to enjoy this weekend because because it's pretty much just today on repeat for a few more days. Now, notice how we are a little bit on the cooler side of things compared to yesterday. We saw a pretty sharp cold front pass through last night. Didn't quite bring precipitation to most of our areas, but what it really did do is it dropped our temperatures by about 5 degrees or so. It also really dropped the dew points, so it does feel good out there. Temperatures currently 79 in Madison. We are at 83 right now in Bosco Bell, so some areas a little bit on the toastier side of things, but still feels great as we are just a few degrees cooler than where we were at this time yesterday. But our high temperature trend, lots of consistency here. We're really not going to see many changes to our high temperatures over the next 7 to 10 days. Upper 70s, low 80s, really locked into place as of right now. But the dew points, they're going to change later on in the week, but right now they feel great with dew points in the 40s and 50s. 52 right now in Janesville. Right here in the Madison area, we're at about 54 degrees there for that dew point. So it does really feel good. Northwesterly breeze helping to keep our temperatures down, but it's only about 5 to 10 miles per hour for most communities. Watertown, Juneau up to about 13. Much of the same around Bosco Bell and Lone Rock as well with those mid-teens. But our rain chances stay very low here for quite some time. Today, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, very minimal chances to see a shower, but we do bring that chance up here by the time we see Wednesday. A little bit more humid on Wednesday, and then you see Thursday and Friday, about a 30% chance for both of those days. Now, I know after all the rain we've seen here over the last few weeks, we're still in a drought phase currently, a moderate drought for us locally. It sounds crazy after what we've seen over this last week, but let's break it down. We are above average for this month by about a half of an inch or so, but since June 1st, we're down about 3 inches, and the year to date, we're about 9 inches behind, so we still have a long way to go before we're actually going to bring that back. But our Doppler track not showing any additional rainfall here for today. Future track also not showing any additional rainfall, but it is showing beautiful conditions. So we may not be seeing the rain here for this weekend, but we are really in for just a beautiful stretch of weather. 7 to 10 day forecast behind me does include those chances for some showers and storms here and there, but overall looking really good to go, I would say, here for these next 7 to 10 days, especially the first half of this forecast. That's where we're going to see those lower 80s and upper 70s and a ton of sunshine along the way.
But still warm next week.
Yeah, still a little warm next week, but this is where we should be here for this time of the year.
All right, Austin, thank you.
Thanks, Austin.
Well, you're probably not going to believe this is real, but fasten your seatbelt and watch.
Jay Leno surprised some friends by popping up outside of the cockpit of a plane in flight.
Jeannie Mohos reveals how he did it.
Flying over the ocean off the coast of California. Is it a bird? Is it a white fluffy cloud? No, it's Jay Leno. The former host of The Tonight Show appeared to be hanging out midair and pretended to climb towards the cockpit. Fake, you say?
It's not a fake, it's real.
Leno says the plane at Grumman Albatross was flying 147 miles per hour when he ventured outside to get a laugh from his buddies. Leno told the host of Spike's Car Radio podcast that he was
just being stupid.
Move over, Tom Cruise, clinging to an Airbus. Cruise himself, not a stuntman. Open the door! In Mission Impossible, for Leno, it was Mission Impossible not to ham it up, trying to crack up his buddies by surprising them using a sort of secret hatch.
The nose opens from the inside, so yes. I climbed out on here.
One of the pilots demonstrated the hatch up by the nose cone. You don't need to be tethered in. They say it's safer than it looks. From the cockpit, you end up resembling...
with Jay Leno, like an ornament on the front of the plane.
One Instagram poster asked, wasn't this a Twilight Zone episode? When William Shatner, flying through a storm, spotted a creature out on the wing. There were no flight attendants to call when Jay Leno popped up.
There's a man out there.
What?
Look, he's crawling on...
Leno may be in the twilight of his career, but he still knows how to land a practical joke. Jeannie Mohos, CNN, New York.
that unbelievably dangerous, though?
They said it was safe. You don't even have to be tethered in.
Wow.
I guess the wind would push you back into the plane.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, that's incredible.
I don't know why they have a hatch there, but good for Jay. Well, coming up next at 4, cash may be king, but plastic is elastic. We'll tell you about the new way parents are giving kids their allowances.
And then coming up next hour at 5, we continue to investigate unemployment debt from the pandemic. Lawmakers are pushing the state for a response. Our Naomi Coles tells us more.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's multi-million-dollar clearance event is on now. Save up to half off appliance clearance items while they last. Plus, no interest financing for 12 months on all appliances with no minimum purchase. At Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Since 1976, Feldco stood the test of time. It's Feldco's 45th anniversary! Time to get down! To celebrate Feldco's 45th anniversary, get 45% off windows today. That's cause for a celebration.
45% off windows won't last long. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
For the pets you love, well, you gotta get down to Mounds Pet Food Warehouse, where your dollar goes to help so many pets in town. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse.
Power your pets with Mounds brand dog power, perfect cat, and wild bird seed foods. They're nutritionally balanced, guaranteed fresh, and made in the USA. And every 11th bag is free.
Mounds Pet Food Warehouse powers them all.
And don't forget your free Mounds candy bar.
Your heart is at the heart of everything you do. And if you have heart failure, there's Entresto. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
A nursing home promises to care for our parents as cherished loved ones. But if your parents have been injured in a nursing home, we can help. Habish, Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
No more Freon for your AC. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
Ashley Home Store's multi-million-dollar clearance event is on now. Save up to 90% off hundreds of floor samples, scratch and dent items, special purchases, and more while they last. Shop sofas, sectionals, beds, dining tables. Everything must go up to 90% off. Only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Tonight at 5, the FDA has now officially authorized a third vaccine dose for people who have compromised immune systems. We'll tell you if you're eligible for that shot at 5.
And we're moving into a really nice weather pattern for the weekend. Sunshine, cooler temperatures, and keeping down with the humidity. We'll take a closer look at your full 10-day.
And ahead at 6, the man who led the Madison Police Department for 16 months retires. Vic Wall looks back at how his time as acting chief unfolded. That's tonight. News 3 Now at 6. Giving the old weather satellite a spin. We end up in Las Vegas. It's 101 degrees right now.
It's a dry heat.
It's a dry heat. And a dirty lens.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Maybe they had, is that bugs or?
Yeah, I don't know. All right, well, millions of parents give their children an allowance.
For decades, it was paid in cash, of course, but technology is giving families a new option. Cindy Hsu has the story.
The earlier that children do learn about finances, the less mistakes they'll make when they do reach adulthood.
That's why Zanaya Dakate got a debit card for 9-year-old daughter Tamia, one designed specifically for kids.
I had to take out the garbage, read my books, and what was the other one? Wash the dishes.
Her allowance and money for chores is put right into her customized green light card.
we really wanted it to be about learning financial literacy, really understanding the fundamentals.
There are several cards on the market that allow kids to get rewards for chores or good grades. That money can be used to make purchases at approved stores, invest, and even donate to charities.
The whole idea.
Dean Brower is co-founder and U.S. president of Go Henry.
All the features are designed around helping kids learn how to budget, how to understand the differences between wants and needs.
Andrea Ferguson Peterson got a Go Henry card for her 10-year-old daughter, London.
I usually tell my friends that I was saving for this or that I was gonna go here and buy that because I had saved up for it.
These debit cards typically charge $4 to $5 a month, depending on the plan. Cindy Hsu, CBS News, New York.
Times have changed.
Yes, they have.
Well, Music Theater of Madison is debuting a new musical this evening, but it's not a toe tapper.
Its creators say it's more of a horror story. Our Michael Bruno checks it out as he goes backstage when Live at 4 continues.
And the house is shaking my bones.
With one of our favorite Portage families here at the Portage Furniture Store, the Ayers family, that has grown a little bit since, yeah, he says high five. That's right. Since the last time we were here.
We sure have. Austin and I, proud third-generation owners, and now we're working on our fourth generation. We've seen generations of customers come through, and I think we take a lot of joy in seeing, hey, my parents bought from your dad, or bought from your uncles, or bought from your grandpa, and now Austin and I get to enjoy that ourselves.
How much fun is it on the days you come back into town and the three of you are together?
It's very special. Like I said, the longevity from when my dad and uncle started in 1940 to now, very special.
We're very, very proud to showcase predominantly American-made brands and companies that we've worked with for a very long time. We have a number of great lines, including Serta Mattresses, Smith Brothers, FlexSteel, Lazy Boy, and England.
And not everyone has the Ayers last name, but everybody here, I know you guys consider family.
Yeah, we really have some wonderful people here, including, two salespeople, Rosie and Punky, who have been here with us from the very beginning, and we're really thankful for them.
Yeah, they really make you guys, they're the ones who make you all look good.
Yeah, they are.
No doubt.
And we need all the help we can get.
Yeah, well, he said it. I did. What are some of the biggest things that sets you guys apart?
The free delivery. Yeah.
They still got it. I was wondering.
We do.
Glad to hear it.
And on top of a first-class free delivery service, we're very proud of our huge selection of top name brand furniture at guaranteed low prices.
Well, with the free delivery, we've got a lot of stops, but I'm glad you're helping me. From the Portage Furniture Store, I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison. He's excited.
If you can afford to launch yourself into space, you can pay your fair share in taxes. But billionaires and big corporations have avoided paying taxes for years. President Joe Biden's plan makes the rich pay their fair share so we can cut taxes for families with children and create millions of good jobs. Tell Senator Ron Johnson to stop putting billionaires ahead of the middle class. If you can afford to joyride in space, you can pay your fair share.
Pool floaties are like whooping cough. Amusement parks are like whooping cough. Even ice cream is like whooping cough. It's not just for kids. Whooping cough is highly contagious for people of any age, and it can cause violent, uncontrollable coughing fits, sometimes followed by vomiting and exhaustion. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about whooping cough vaccination, because whooping cough isn't just for kids.
Welcome back. A quick look at our first warn traffic right now. No incidents have been reported. Still your standard slowdowns in the Beltline right now here, but it does also look like much of the same in the Janesville area. Not many slowdowns to report as of right now, and on a Friday, of course, that's great news here for all of us.
All right, Austin, thank you. Do you ever have the feeling that somebody's watching you? Well, the folks in Tokyo sure did. A gigantic human-faced hot air balloon floated over Tokyo as part of an art project aimed at reflecting on the legacy of the Tokyo Olympics and Paralympics. A group of 3 artists spent 3 years creating and developing the balloon, which is almost the size of a 7-story building.
It would probably be better if it smiled. It's a little stern-faced. Yeah.
All right, The Yellow Wallpaper is a classic short story written by Charlotte Perkins Gilman and published in 1892. It's been adapted for stage and audio plays, even an episode of The Twilight Zone.
Now it's inspired a Madison original one-woman musical produced by Music Theater of Madison.
Michael Bruno goes backstage to check out The Yellow Wallpaper.
When I was a child, I'd run to my room, and there I was never alone.
It's actually a book, and it's a book about a woman who arrives at this convalescent home and is put into this room where she becomes fascinated with the yellow wallpaper. It's clear that she had some trauma prior to arriving to this convalescent home.
When I was a child, I passed down the hall, a route I would take every day.
The author is Charlotte Perkins Gilman, and it was written in 1892. Something similar had happened to Gilman at the time, and it wasn't exactly the same. But I believe that she did have a baby. She did go through lots of postpartum depression. Of course, that's not what they called it at the time.
Like the rattle of an earthquake, like a far-off drum. What has come? What has come?
This is the late 1800s. It was always a diagnosis of hysteria, and so they did different therapies that were not working, and then she ends up in this room, isolated. This was her way of expressing the anger towards, the men that would, treat it as if it was just, again, it was hysteria, and then they left it at that.
I lie here until the catch in my breath makes me sure I'm awake.
And what did you think about turning it into a musical?
As I read it, I could see it on stage. That's what I do with a lot of the things I read. And it's so vivid that I could picture everything that was going on in the book on stage and being acted out.
The language is already so musical, and it felt like the progression of a musical, and there's so many places for songs and for emotion and also to take the action forward.
What are you doing, little girl, what are you doing up and about? What?
Slowly she becomes engulfed and entranced with the yellow wallpaper, and sort of peels back all of these layers until, which is, in my mind, I correlated with she was peeling back the layers in her mind as she, deteriorated, and it went further and further down the rabbit hole.
You can see that I'm not gaining. It gets worse each time you go.
And of course, the feminism issues that exist, they weren't intersectional, unfortunately, but it was given new life in the 60s and 70s with the feminist movement at that time. So a lot of people read it and saw it as a sort of a cry against abuse, and it's all of those things. And then it's just a character study.
I think of the renting, the wrenching, the tearing that pulled that thing out of its home.
It's just watching somebody fall apart and wondering what they're seeing. And then you have to paint that picture yourself, which is what I think is the most exciting part for the audience.
Does it come from the walls or from me? Have you been waiting for me? Have you been waiting for me?
Michael joins us now. Boy, for Megan, that's quite a performance. It's just one person.
It's amazing. It's a tour de force for her. She's the only person on stage, and she sings her guts out in this.
And the music is, it almost sounds like opera. Is it Opera music?
It's very operatic. It's Aaron McConnell and Evan Lang adapted from the book. And they wrote all original music and all original lyrics, but it follows, the short story, to the letter, and it's very operatic. It just, goes through all of these emotions that this woman has.
And as we mentioned, it's been a stage play. It's been, I think, a movie as well, and an episode of Twilight Zone.
They've done many things with it, which is amazing since it was written in the late 1800s, and they've always tried to adapt to do different things. And Megan is amazing at finding these little-known pieces of books and theater and turning them into like original musicals. And it's pretty fascinating.
And this is the world premiere tonight.
It is, yes.
The yellow wallpaper, it's at the Play Circle Theater at the Memorial Union. Tonight at 7:30. It's also virtual, so you can buy a virtual ticket for tonight's performance only. And then it's Saturday at 7:30, Sunday at 2. Go to artsticketing.wisc.edu. You can buy tickets online. Again, it's at the Memorial Union.
And masks are required in the Union Theater.
Inside.
Oh, good to know. Yeah, good to know.
Yeah.
All right. So, here we come. 3, 2, 1,
It's Friday. Have a good weekend.
Hi, Jim. Good to see you.
You enjoy the beautiful weather.
Yeah, get outside and enjoy. All right. Thank you, guys. We'll have a final check of your forecast coming up.
Get more enjoyment from your outdoor space with patio enclosures. Right now, get up to $6,500 off your sunroom. Plus, no interest if paid in full by February 2023. Call today.
Patio enclosures.
Here at TSR, we transform old, cracked concrete floors into beautiful, tough floors in just one day. Hi, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and here at TSR, we don't just simply coat over your old concrete. We grind it down, repair it, apply the base coat and chip, and then seal it with our own proprietary sealant that will never chip or peel. All of our coatings are covered by our exclusive lifetime warranty, so you can rest assured that your beautiful new floor will last. Our awesome team is here to answer all of your questions before and after the installation. And right now, we are offering 15% off your new floor coating until the end of the year. Visit the website or call that number below for your new floor today.
TSR, one day floor.
Call 1-800-886-8411.
It's no secret, Robertson is Wisconsin's aesthetic leader, but with results this natural, patients can keep it a secret if they want. Our secret to reducing stubborn body fat, Cool Sculpting Elite, the newest technology available. Book a free consultation to learn how Cool Sculpting is different at Robertson.
Get more enjoyment from your outdoor space with patio enclosures. Right now, get up to $6,500 off your sunroom. Plus, no interest if paid in full by February 2023. Call today.
Patio enclosures.
News 3 now, and the Boys and Girls Clubs of Dane County are collecting school supplies for area students.
Please help us by donating at the Boys and Girls Club locations or the News 3 Now studios. Visit channel3000.com for details, then donate.
Saturday morning, the start of school is just days away, where you can find donation drives throughout the city. And it will be nice and hot this weekend. Julian has your weekend weather forecast. Join us Saturday morning at 5 and 8.
And welcome back. One final peek at your forecast. Weekend forecast looking pretty nice here. Mostly sunny, very pleasant here for both Saturday and Sunday. Upper 70s and low 80s. And one final peek of your extended forecast. Much of the same here for the next few days. Wednesday will start to bring a little bit more humidity as well, as we do have a few chances of showers and storms. And then it does look like we're looking at a pretty decent weekend next weekend. We're really not going to see many changes here with the actual temperatures, but also these temperatures are very close to average. Still in a drought phase, however, so we could use a little bit of more rain than what we're seeing, but we'll take a break from the showers and storms.
Yeah, enjoy this weekend. Austin, thank you. Monday on Live at 4, we'll head to the movies with our film critic, Will Loper.
We'll find out what Will thinks of all the new movies and streaming shows now playing on a screen near you. That's coming up Monday on Live at 4.
Getting your air ducts thoroughly cleaned takes the trained professionals at Stanley Steamer using the most powerful equipment to get the most powerful results. Our equipment goes deep inside your ducts, removing years of dirt, pet hair, allergens, even dust mites. Unlike other air duct cleaning companies, Stanley Steamer cleans your entire system. Just look at how much dirt can be removed. Call today for a free inspection and save $50 on a cleaning.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need, and we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Living longer is possible and proven with Kisqali when taken with a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor in premenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Kisqali is not approved for use with tamoxifen. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
We're here at the local farmers market, where Informed Choice Insurance Agency is offering fresh, hand-picked Medicare. So are you behind get this for free and that for free with your Medicare plan?
I'm just a paid spokesperson. I'm not an insurance agent.
Are you wearing a fur coat and stockings?
So we get a lot of calls about that guy. It's sad because our local Medicare plans have all the bells and whistles Joel promises, only better. And our services are free.
When it comes to Medicare options, keep it local with Informed Choice Insurance Agency.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Some rare zoo critters highlight this week's Newshounds report.
Here's Louie and Oliver with the best animal stories of the week.
Here's the Newshounds, Louie and Oliver, with their World News Roundup.
This week on the Newshounds, shoe clothes for comfort.
A rare brother and sister.
And doggone art.
The San Diego Zoo is proud to announce the birth of a southern Tamandua pup. The yet-to-be-named little girl was born to first-time parents Cora and Fernando. Cora is being a very good mother, nursing her baby and giving her constant attention. Tamanduas are solitary animals, except when mating. Southern Tamanduas are a type of anteater, but are much smaller than their giant anteater cousins. They're native to Central and South America and are at home in trees and on the ground. They feed mainly on small insects using their specialized mouth and 16-inch long sticky tongue.
Two newborn Barbary lion cubs made their first appearance at a Czech zoo this week, a few weeks after their birth. The baby lions, one boy, one girl, are a welcome addition to the pride of the zoo, which greeted 3 female cubs last year. With distinctive long-haired manes, Barbary lions once inhabited the Atlas Mountains in northern Africa, but have been considered extinct in the wild for decades. The last known Barbary lion in the wild was shot in 1942 in Morocco, and now there are 90 left in zoos around the world, so these two are a very welcome addition.
Don't move. Check out these enormous elephants strolling through a camp in Botswana. The woman wisely stays completely frozen, refusing to make eye contact, hoping to not startle the elephants. The person behind the camera slowly follows the pachyderms as they make their way through the tents and tables. Thankfully, they kept on going without incident.